Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a really frustrating skincare problem. Why your super expensive, really complicated routine might actually be making your skin worse. And more importantly, we're going to show you exactly how to fix it with a 30-day reset. Does this sound familiar? You're not alone, I promise. It's this maddening cycle, right? You spend all this money on the best ingredients, you're doing it every single day, but your skin just seems to get redder, angrier, and more irritated. And here is the absolute first thing you need to hear. It's not you. The problem isn't your effort, it's not that you're doing it wrong, and it's not that the products themselves are bad. The real culprit here is the routine that the beauty industry has sold us. For years, we've been told to chase perfection by scrubbing, peeling, and basically attacking our skin into submission. Well, guess what? It's completely backfired. Okay, so let's get right into it. In this first section, the over-processed face, we're going to unpack what's really going on and why so many of our efforts are failing. When you boil it all down, the answer is actually pretty simple. You almost certainly have a damaged skin barrier. Think of it as your skin's security guard. It's first line of defense. And when that guard is down, nothing else you do can possibly work the way it's supposed to. Okay, so how do you know for sure that your barrier is damaged? Well, your skin is giving you some very clear signals. Let's look at the evidence so you can play detective and diagnose the damage yourself. You know that tight, squeaky clean feeling after you wash your face? For years, marketing told us that's a good thing, that it means you're really, really clean. But the reality? That tight feeling is actually a sign of trauma. That squeak is the sound of your skin's protective oils, the good stuff, being totally stripped away. So, beyond that tight feeling, here are the 3 big warning signs. Think of this as a quick checklist for a skin barrier that's basically screaming for help. First, stinging. Your simple everyday moisturizer should never hurt. Second, persistent redness. That's a sign your skin is just constantly inflamed. And third, dehydration. That dry, papery feeling no matter how much you moisturize. If this is you, your skin's protective seal is broken. So what's the solution? Well, it's not another product. It's a plan. We're calling it the Great Reset, a 30-day program that starts with a pretty radical first step. Just stopping. All right. This is going to be the hardest part, especially if you love skincare. You have to go on a complete ingredient detox. For the next 30 days, you need to stop all of your actives. That means no more AHAs or BHAs, no retinoids, no vitamin C serums, and for sure, no physical scrubs. Seriously, using these powerful ingredients on damaged skin is just like pouring salt on an open wound. You have to stop. Now, along with pausing the actives, you've got to look at your cleanser, and this all comes down to pH. See, your skin is naturally a little acidic. It's happy at a pH of around 4.5 to 5.5. But most cleansers that get all foamy and bubbly, they're super alkaline, like pH 8 or even higher. That just wrecks your skin's natural state. So the rule is simple. For this reset, if your cleanser foams up, put it away. You need to switch to something creamy or milky with a low pH. Okay, so now that we've stopped the attack, we can finally focus on rebuilding. Let's talk about how to reconstruct your skin using the idea of bricks and mortar. So if you think of your skin cells as the bricks, then the mortar holding it all together is made of fats, including ceramides. For an immediate rescue mission, ceramides are your absolute hero. They literally, physically fill in the gaps in that broken mortar. And they stop water from escaping almost instantly. Peptides are great, don't get me wrong, but they're for long-term support. Right now, your wall has holes in it, and you need to patch it. So rebuilding that barrier is a 2-part job. Part 1 is adding water, and for that, you need a humectant. These are ingredients like glycerin or hyaluronic acid, and they basically act like little water magnets. They pull moisture from the air and from the deeper layers of your skin right up to the surface. But, attracting all that water is kind of pointless if it just evaporates right off your face. That's where part 2 comes in, an occlusive. These are ingredients like petroleum jelly or those really thick ceramide-rich creams. They create a physical seal on top of your skin, locking all that good moisture in and preventing it from escaping. So how do you put these 2 things together? With this amazing little technique called the moisture sandwich. It's so simple, but so powerful. Step 1, always start with damp skin. Never, ever put products on a bone-dry face. Step 2, apply your humectant serum to grab onto all that water. And step 3, immediately, while your skin is still damp, you seal it all in with your thick, occlusive moisturizer.
Which, of course, brings us to the big one, slugging. That's when you apply a thin layer of something like petroleum jelly as your very last step. Now, it can be a total superweapon for healing because it's so good at preventing water loss, but there's a catch. It traps everything underneath. So if your skin isn't perfectly clean, you might get breakouts. The pro tip? If you're acne prone, just use it on the really dry patches, not all over your face.
All right, you made it. 30 days are done. Congratulations. Now, let's talk about how to carefully start living your life again without immediately undoing all of your incredible hard work. Now remember, this is a process, so you've got to be patient. Here's a realistic timeline. In week 1, you should notice less stinging and irritation. By week 2, the redness and any flaky patches should start to calm down. And then by week 4, the glow comes back. And that's not just oiliness, that's the beautiful reflection of light off of a smooth, healthy, happy skin barrier. And please don't forget that what you put on your skin is only half the battle. You also have to give your skin the building blocks it needs from the inside out. That means upping your intake of omega-3 fatty acids. Think salmon, walnuts, flaxseed, all that good stuff. Once your 30 days are up, you have a new mantra. It's a simple one. I want you to just remember the number 1. The name of the game now is to go slow. I can't say this enough. You're going to choose just one active to bring back into your routine. Use it only once a week for 2 weeks and see how your skin feels. If it's happy, you can maybe try twice a week. But you must wait a full month before you even think about adding a second active. And really, that brings us to the biggest takeaway of all. The secret to truly beautiful, glowing skin isn't about throwing a dozen harsh products at it. It's about nurturing it. The most advanced, sophisticated choice you can make is a simple, even boring routine. Respecting your skin's barrier is the ultimate skincare goal. It will absolutely thank you for it.